Throughout video games, you'll occasionally come across hidden bosses, characters you'd only meet if you took all the right steps to finding them. From Akuma in Street Fighter II Turbo to the Cow King in Diablo 2, or to the Nameless King in Dark Souls 3, hidden bosses make for memorable, and sometimes unexpected, experiences. In Super Smash Bros. Melee, there's also a notion of hidden bosses. Players who don't travel so much or who keep a low profile, but can absolutely destroy you if you happen upon them. These hidden bosses lie in wait, unknown to many, until one day you see, Mango just lost a who? Today, let's talk about some of North America's modern hidden bosses. So, what defines a hidden boss? Well, it's kind of a spectrum, an iceberg if you will. Typically, a hidden boss is a player who isn't widely known but is very strong. They may be ranked on their state power ranking, but they aren't renowned for traveling too often to events far and wide, and in the modern era, maybe never even leaving their home at all. For the purposes of this video, we'll be looking at some picks from the bottom layers of this boss berg, where the secret powers lie, and covering a few of these hidden hits. First up is Wally. Wally is a Peach main who sits at number 5 for the New Jersey scene. Wally has had a quick leap to prominence, making many appearances in bracket this year and holding some strong results for it, having beat MPGR number 1 Zen 2-0 at Super Smash Con 2022, Pipsqueak 3-2, Skurzo 3-0, JFlex 3-1, and VBats 3-0 twice over.
Still going too.
Four tilted into that killed?
In his Super Smash Con set versus Zen, Wally was operating with great tech skill, consistently dodging situations that would have otherwise net Zen a stock. Though Wally was also met with some great luck this set, pulling 3 Stitch Faces and a Mr. Saturn in one game, he still edged out the win 2-0 versus Melee's current number 1, which certainly takes more than just luck.
Zane just not wanting to go anywhere near the edge right now, allowing Wally to pick up as many turns as he wants. That's it, and Wally!
Wally wins! Wally wins 2-0!
Next, let's talk about Panko, Puff main and Georgia's number 2. Panko recently had a breakout performance at Shine 2022, having beaten Magi and Kadoran, but also beat Logan earlier this year at Warehouse War 2.
Yeah, scary. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Panko truly had an impressive run at Shine, making it to 9th place as an unranked player at a super major, and only losing to Mango and Bobby Big Balls. Though Panko showed out, we'd see some rest spamming, particularly during his set with Kadoran, which took a potential 3-0 for the unranked Puff to a 3-1 set. Still very impressive, but he's lucky he didn't have the same fate that weekend as Mech, who also got a little too confident in his set versus Lucky in top 12.
Oh, he got accidental.
No! There's no DI! What are you doing? What are you doing, Mech?
Panko has also taken games from BBB, Panda, and the currently top 10 ranked Laud. Prior to their move to Georgia, Panko dominated the South Carolina scene, but since their move has become much more active in the last year, leading us to wonder just how high this Puff can fly. Next comes Sir Maris, a Peach main who tops the charts of the state for West Virginia and has held that spot since late 2016. Sir Maris has taken a game from Axe and has beaten past and current MPGR ranked players such as Polish, Dreffen, The Real Thing, and Boyd. Online, a realm many of these hidden bosses practically solely exist in, Sir Maris has also beaten Ben, Bobby Big Balls, Mott Money, JFlex, and Colball. Unfortunately, as with many hidden bosses, it's hard to find clips of this boss in action, but we can see a somewhat recent demonstration of his skill here at a WVU local versus the Sheik main Unfair. The two wage a close battle, but ultimately Sir Maris comes out on top through aggressive gameplay and solid option coverage. Staying in the tri-state area for a moment, next let's talk about Whiskers, the Yoshi from Queens ranked number 8 for New York City. The NYC scene, like the New Jersey scene, is pretty stacked, and Whiskers has taken sets from many of this area's best, like Toussaint, Rio Beat, Captain Smuckers, and Aklo, as well as non-NYC residents Bobby Big Balls, Kalamatsu, and Slox. We can see Whiskers in action here at the Nightclub Season 2 Episode 6, where he bested fellow hidden boss Wally 3-2 after an endurant Peach Yoshi set.
I'm dying.
Oh, he's dead. That's it. The upper. And Whiskers taking it home tonight.
Rounding out the clearly state-ranked players comes Blues Clues, Arizona's number 6 and Peach main. Blues Clues has beaten Kadoran, Ryan Ford, and Curve, and these days seems to be an online grinder. With games taken from Aklo and Ginger in 2021, we're excited to see Blue's Clues' continued rise. We can see Blue's Clues in action here at the Glint Melee Open vs Azel, a current resident of the 2022 MPGR's Area 51. Despite strong movement from Azel's Fox, Blue's Clues demonstrated excellent defense, emerging as the victor 3-2.
Yeah, that's not... No jump still, this is... Okay, gets back.
Oh, the wave dash.
Oh! That's
Who's gonna take it?
That's a mix-up.
Now, let's dive a tier deeper. First up comes Palpa, a dual Fox Puff main from Texas. Palpa has sets dating back to just 2017, but has really turned out in 2022, which has led to them beating Magi and Bobby Big Balls at Low Tide City 2022, and beating KJH online. Overall, Palpa ran through a challenging bracket at Low Tide, taking a total of 2 games from Axe as well as besting his Texas Puff competition, Area 51's SDJ, both between his sets versus Magi and BBB.
Setting him off stage. Can SDJ close us out? Holy crap. Palpa rolls in. Oh, Berserk the up air. SDJ done. Palpa clutches game 5. Last stock, last hit.
It's exciting to see players who can juggle such distinct mains as Fox and Puff, and Palpa does it with relative ease. Palpa will be attending Lost Tech City at the end of this month, alongside Hungrybox, Plup, Axe, AMSA, and more, so be on the lookout there for this Texas hidden boss. Now, take Acid. Acid is a Fox from Colorado, though they may as well exist solely online. This net play warrior has beaten Plup and Mech, and has taken games from SDJ, Coleball, Azel, Bobby Big Balls, and JFlex. We have a rare recorded set of Acid here versus Coleball. Though Acid did not win this set, this was an intense Ditto match, forcing Coleball to take this opponent more seriously than he did at the start. Acid's only been active since 2021, so pray this boss doesn't leave the realm of the internet, because if so, we're all in danger. Sidebar: before we cover our final hidden boss, you might have noticed that a lot of these hidden boss wins tend to be over Bobby Big Balls. But that's because beating BBB means something. The reason you see his name a lot is because he plays a lot, and that's something to respect. Anyways, let's finally talk about Zuke, our final hidden boss of this batch. Zuke is a Marth. From where? We don't know. Zuke is tied with the Swooper in sets, but beyond Swoop, Zuke's matchups versus top players are sparse and hard to find. But what makes Zuke remarkable is his record. Zuke has sets recorded back 7 years, basically only attending locals the entire way through. And with that record, Zuke holds a 70% win rate, greater than Acid or Blue's Clues, which is a pretty solid rate relative to other players of this obscurity. So, wherever you are, sharpen up your Marth matchup, because you never know if you just might encounter this mysterious boss and inspiration for locals' attendance. So, which hidden boss is your favorite? Or maybe, which hidden boss do you think deserves a spot on the iceberg? Let us know in the comments below, and they just might make an appearance in a future hidden bosses piece. Like and subscribe to PGstats for more secret Melee lore.